Hey, Mark, great to see you again,
Great
man.
to see you again, Dennis. Great to see you.
It's always fun to come down here. You have such interesting things. These were early exercises in design, really, for pickup trucks. We got a 57 Golden Jubilee International A100 series, and then, of course, the iconic 55 Chevy Cameo.
Correct, yeah.
Both really milestone trucks in a lot of ways. So let's start here, because 55 is kind of an important year to you anyway.
The beauty of 1955 from a Chevrolet perspective, it kicked off the V8 engine, the original 265 V8. And that was a milestone for Chevrolet. And not only was it the engine, but they came out with the new Bel Air. And the new Bel Air body style in 1955 was a huge hit. And it created the whole Tri-5 Chevy legacy that exists even to this day.
An iconic period, the Tri-5 Chev.
The Tri-5 Chevys. And I have 55s and 56s and 57s, and they're just beautiful, unique, innovative. And one thing that the 55 Cameo is, it's innovative.
Yeah,
it was General Motors' statement of, you know, we had the war over, we had suburbia kicking off in America, and they figured out that there was a need for, quote, a luxury pickup truck.
Yeah, it wasn't all just work.
It wasn't a standard farm truck anymore. And they wanted to quote that upscale, middle-class American had moved to suburbia, but you know, if you have an acre of land, you still got to haul some bags in the back of it, dirt, fertilizer, you name it.
Might as well look good doing it.
Might as well look good. and today, if you look at the auto industry, luxury pickup trucks is the hugest part of the market.
Yeah,
they make a ton of money on those. Okay, they don't make bare bones pickup trucks anymore. Unless you're ordering it for the state or the federal government, you're not going to find any bare bones.
Well, so now the Cameo ran from 55 through actually 59.
Yes.
But the sales went like that.
Correct.
This was the big year.
And really, this was kind of like, in today's language, you'd say clickbait.
Yeah.
Okay. They advertised it as the first luxury pickup truck. And what they did is they put them in all the showrooms in America. And in the first year, they sold 5,220 of them. Now, all the way through 1959, the total sales was only 10,000.
Yeah, so half of them were these. And they were all white. Is that true? The 55s are all white?
All Bombay ivory with commercial red.
Okay.
And the uniqueness of the name, commercial red, they wanted also people that owned local businesses in town. Whether you had a hardware store, a pharmacy, whatever type of local business, a florist shop.
Commercial vehicle.
It's a utilitarian vehicle, but it's for the commercial clientele. With the 1955 Cameo being a luxury pickup truck, you would think that everything was considered standard.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Was everything an option, basically?
Everything was pretty much an option. So the bare bones truck was $1,800. But of course, they wanted to show these in the dealership showroom.
Yeah.
Okay, they wanted to get the customers in. So this truck actually has 30 factory options. Now,
spots are probably...
Spotlights, all of the features, okay, were extra.
So tack on.
By the time you got done checking off all the boxes, you went from $1,800 to $2,400. And at that price point, you were pretty much in a mid-size Buick, which was a pretty expensive vehicle for 1955.
These weren't cheap.
These were not cheap, but they were also a status symbol. So in 1955, if you owned a local hardware store and you had one of these, man, you were stylish.
And you know, it really is a Tri-5 cluster, their instrument cluster. Your commercial red really pops.
Yeah.
Headliner even in red.
Yeah.
I mean, now 3 on the tree. I guess they were all 3 on the tree.
All 3 on the tree.
Yeah.
You could order it with automatic transmission. That was an added option. The beds themselves, this car has been 100% restored, and the original beds you could get either, quote, straight painted, or again, you could have the deluxe option. Okay.
Were the straight painted still wood, or were they a metal bed?
It was a metal bed.
It was a metal bed, but you could have this deluxe wood.
But you could have the deluxe. But again, this was so unique looking with the slab side body, and these are actually fiberglass.
That's
okay.
yeah.
And most people would say, no, it can't be fiberglass. And I go, no, it is. So if you go ahead and you take a magnet and you put it on the vehicle, you can see that the doors are steel. The roof is steel, the hood is steel, but the fender area is 100% fiberglass.
It doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick.
You know, of course, Chevy started playing with fiberglass in '53 with the Corvette, so they had some experience with that.
And I can tell you the fiberglass that they did on the Cameo was actually far superior than the fiberglass they did on the 53 and 54
Because that wasn't very good, actually.
It was actually pretty poor, okay?
Is this because, you know, when I tap on this, it doesn't even sound like fiberglass.
But it is fiberglass. Most farmers that came in to check out the new luxury pickup truck, of course the farmers weren't going to buy these, but it got them into the showroom. Then they could sell them the new 31, 24 body style, and the farmers would buy what they really needed. You also have a very unique area for your spare tire. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Your spare tire actually is a fiberglass carrier underneath the pickup truck.
You know, even these taillights don't look pickup. Really stylish.
Very
vehicle.
stylish.
Well, hey, let's go look at that revolutionary V8.
Yep.
This is pretty sweet. I mean, you're like cleared for takeoff.
Well, you got to remember, in the 1950s, the jet age was coming.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And so automobiles reflected what was happening in society.
Yeah.
You can go ahead
There we go.
and lift the entire hood up. And inside you'll find a 265 V8.
Boy, it sure looks great. Now, you talked about 30 options, and that's the oil filter.
That's the optional oil bath
So it was
filter.
an option.
That was an option. The engine itself was even an option. The standard vehicle came with your 235 inline 6, which was a great engine, don't get me wrong.
It is, yeah.
It's a great engine. You could drive those forever, just do a valve job on them at maybe 80,000, 100,000 miles. But this had the brand new 265 Chevy V8.
It's really deep down in there too, isn't it?
Deep down in there, and back in the days when, people would always joke with these old cars, you could literally climb inside the engine compartment to work on anything. Also, what's really beautiful on these vehicles, if you had a standard American Craftsman toolkit, you could disassemble this entire vehicle.
They're still making everything for these, and probably always will.
The wiring is very straightforward. And with this, 265 V8, you'd probably average about 17, 18 miles per gallon.
It looks great. It looks like a lot of fun. What do you say we drive up and down the tarmac here?
Oh yeah, this is a beautiful vehicle to drive.
Close her up. Let's take it out.
Okay.
All right. Oh, truck. Yeah, truck.
Here, real steel.
Okay. We're going to assume we don't need choke. We're just going to give it a go.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, let's try this through on the tree here.
Yeah.
Oh man, nice
First
clutch too.
Yeah.
This is before the days of the tilt column. So you better like the position. I'm really surprised how smooth shifting this is.
This is a nice riding truck.
1955, so man, I mean this got some age on it.
Yeah.
This is 70
years old today.
Oh
70
my gosh.
years old. Of course, it's been all restored.
Yeah.
And everything's been rebuilt.
I really like column shifts, and of course let's just get it off the floor, So that was quite an innovation, and I've had a lot of column shifts, kind of grew up with them. I still think it's a good place for it if you're going to have a manual.
And 3-speed on the column is very simple to operate.
Oh, very simple.
Not at all complicated. Now, today, most people would have no idea how to operate a 3-speed on the column.
Don't have a clue.
Now, if they have gray hair, then you'd probably say, or no hair, you'd say you're old enough, you remember a 3 on the tree.
Yeah, and as they developed that farther, the shaft actually got incorporated in the column, but here it's like
external.
You see it, it's external.
Yeah.
You see it all going on.
And again, very simple to work on. Very, very simple to work on.
Yeah, it really is. Man, I love the commercial red, even the red mats.
And the interior is just loaded with options. Sun visors is an option. One spotlight driver's side, that's an option. Spotlight on the passenger side, that's an option. Having a radio is an option.
You have tanks?
Yes. Oh yeah, we did.
Is that your security system? You
Yes.
have two tanks?
Yeah, we have two Leopard 1. Oh, you never saw them before?
No, that's new to me.
Okay, yeah, we had them here last year. Oh, you probably never went behind the building. Maybe.
Apparently not.
This is actually a really smooth riding truck.
It is, and the shifting is just blowing me away. It's just
Yeah,
so
you get
smooth.
this up to highway speed, which, let's face it, is 50, 55 miles an hour. It's actually a nice riding truck.
Yeah.
It's quote,
It
a
still has the-
luxury pickup truck.
Yeah, it still has the floor-mounted pedals,
Yeah.
which they hadn't gotten away from that yet, and so you still got the holes through the floorboard. In the wintertime, you notice that.
Oh yeah, a lot of cold air.
There's
would
cold
come
air
in.
that comes
A lot of
in.
Cold air would come in. Yeah. But back then, having a vehicle that you got inside and having it cold was not out of the
Yeah,
world.
I mean, you were out in the elements
Yeah.
all together.
Yeah,
So
a lot of vehicles didn't even have heaters.
Yep.
A heater was an option.
it is an option. Yeah.
Yeah, in other words, you really want to be warm and still
Wow,
drive your
geez.
pickup truck? What type of farmer are you? Next thing you're going to want is a heater in your tractor or your combine.
Maybe even a cab.
But this was in the day when people would go out and work 10, 12 hours a day in the heat of the day and didn't think anything of it. And just getting inside your pickup truck and getting a little shade on you felt great.
Felt great. This is nice. This is really a nice vehicle.
Yeah, this
Really nice.